lobby's online video outlet. This comes amid escalating scandals for the very powerful organization. John Avlon has our reality check to sort it all out. John, what's happened to NRA TV?
Guys, it looks like NRA TV got crushed by its own
clenched fist of truth.
That's right. America's biggest gun lobby, the National Rifle Association, shut down live programming last week at its online television channel, NRA TV. Now, that's because, according to its CEO, Wayne LaPierre, members felt the outlet had been, quote, too far removed from our core mission, defending the Second Amendment. Well, take a look at this clip and you be the judge.
They use their media to assassinate real news. They use their schools to teach children that their president is another Hitler, all to make them march, make them protest, make them scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia.
Since its founding by two Union officers after the Civil War, the NRA has morphed from its early mission to help teach marksmanship and gun safety to being a political powerhouse dedicated to inflaming culture wars and fundraising off fears about gun control, which may help explain why NRA TV became best known for strange stunts like putting characters from Thomas the Tank Engine into KKK hoods, all apparently to protest the show's introduction of a character from Nigeria. But if LaPierre wanted a reason to cut NRA TV, he could have just said that no one was watching. Because according to ComScore, the NRA TV website clocked a stunningly bad 49,000 unique visitors in January alone. Now, by comparison, CNN.com saw an average of more than 120 million unique visitors a month in 2018. The NRA also recently cut ties with its advertising firm Ackerman McQueen, which had been charging the NRA some $40 million a year for its services, including NRA TV. And that hadn't been the only shakeup in NRA land. Last week, the group pushed out its longtime second-in-command, Chris Cox, after accusing him, along with former President Oliver North, of orchestrating some kind of internal coup against LaPierre. Cox denied it, but if he and North were concerned about the future of the NRA, they had good reason. The group's finances have been in a shambles, with North warning that, quote, these allegations of financial improprieties could threaten our nonprofit status. As always, if you want to find the truth, follow the money. And audits of the NRA by accountants last year showed that after spending nearly $420 million in 2016, including $54 million to support Donald Trump and Republicans in the election, the group had a nearly $15 million deficit, and double that the following year, while donations fell. And according to numbers published by Vox, membership dues are off 21% since 2016. Donations were down the same period more than 23%. And the NRA has cut everything from employee pensions to free office coffee. Now, that's really tough to swallow, given that Wayne LaPierre apparently spent almost $275,000 over a decade and change at the Zegna store in Beverly Hills on the company dime, despite having a salary of about $1 million a year. But apparently, you're going to have to pull those fancy suits from his cold, dead hands because the board still backs him. Now, the NRA's power over Congress can't be denied. After Sandy Hook, they helped block basic gun reforms like universal background checks, still backed by as high as 94% of the American people. But the NRA's problems are a reminder of how people invested in the partisan economy like to talk about principles while they seek to profit from polarization. The truth hurts, but not quite as much as
the clenched fist of truth.
And that's your reality check.
You know, the Second Amendment does include a reference to Xenia. I believe that bespoke suits are something covered in the Bill of Rights.
Somehow I think those donors to the NRA weren't thinking they were buying Beverly Hills suits.
But John, it's how fascinating that something can actually be too polarizing. I mean, I think that maybe that's what you've just proven. Sometimes the programming can actually be too toxic, even.
There is such a thing as too extreme, apparently.
That's wow. We found the line. Thank you very much, John Avlon.
All right. So a journalist attacked and seriously